Hello everyone. So this is my second lecture and here we will be exploring the basics of the Vue.js. So let us see what is the plan. So I'll be talking about some of the key features of the Vue.js. I will show you like what is the basic setup to understand the Vue.js, and we will be exploring some basics and the basic features with the help of some basic programs. So as you can see in this particular slide, it is saying that Vue.js is a JavaScript framework and it is a progressive framework. So for the progressive framework, we have already understood in the last session. So if you don't know that particular thing, please refer my last session and you will get that particular thing over there. Now here the important thing that I want you guys to understand about is that Vue.js is said to be as approachable, versatile, and performant. What do we mean by these things? So when I'm talking about the approachable, guys, if you know the basics of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then it is good to go with the Vue.js. You will be understanding the functionality of the Vue.js and how exactly it works. So that's why it is said that it is an approachable framework. When I'm saying versatile, as you can see, an incrementally adaptable ecosystem that scales between a library and a full featured framework. So as you can see over here, that JavaScript framework, Vue.js is a JavaScript framework, but they started it from a very basic library and now it is going to be a full featured framework. Okay, that's why it is said to be as versatile. Now, when I'm talking about performant, guys, as you can see, it is just the 20 KB minimum size of this particular library. So it is very less. So that's why the optimization efforts or the loading time is very fast. That's why it is said that it is very performant. Now, if I go ahead, these are the things that I'm planning to show you. Okay, so I will show you like how you will be doing the setup using script file, and later on I will be showing you how you will be working with Vue.js on a project based thing. But right now you can understand this particular part. I will be talking about some hello world application. I'll start from here and then I will be moving on to the to do app. And when I'm saying to do app, the basic features that I would like to talk about, I will be taking a use case of the to do application. And from the to do application itself, I will be showing you some of the basic features. And finally, we will talk about the component creation. So let us begin this particular journey and try to understand from here. So as you can see here, guys, I have just created one basic folder. In this, I have a JavaScript folder and index.html file. I don't have anything into this. Okay, I will be showing you each and everything step by step. So let us focus on this. Let me open this application in the Visual Studio Code. Now from here, as you can see, I don't have anything inside this and I don't have anything inside this. Okay, so here in the JavaScript file, I'm just creating one index.js file. And in the HTML, I'm just creating one HTML, simple HTML. So this is my basic application, basic app. Okay. Now see here what I'm doing. I'm just creating one section and this is going to be my root. Slowly you will be getting each and everything. Now see, if you want to work with the Vue.js based application, what you will have to do, we will have to include one Vue.js related library. So this library I have already copied and I will be sharing this particular library code with you in the video description. So please check it from there. Now here you will have to include this library and here I will be including the script. I will be including the script from JS folder. So JS index.js. Okay. Now see what we will be doing. So very simple thing is, like, if I will show you this particular code right now. You can see it is a basic app that we have entered into the title, but I don't have anything over here. Now this particular thing is considered as a DOM. Okay, so on the DOM, what I will be doing, I will be showing some data. Now how exactly this data will be shown? See this thing. Guys, I'm going to write a simple program. See this, I will explain you each and everything. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just creating one variable, and this is going to be an object. Okay, so this object will be of Vue.js object I will be using. So this is the Vue object. Oh, 1 second. This is the Vue object. Now inside this particular object, I will be creating one data in this particular way. So see this. Now this EL element is what? EL element is basically the element that I want to where I want to show my data. So as you can see in my index.html, root is the element. This particular element I want to pick, and I'm picking it with the help of ID. So I will be giving this particular thing, and this ID I'm putting over here. Just a minute. Let me put it in this way. So I have root element. Okay. Now inside this particular root element, what is the data that I want to display? So data is going to be the message. Okay. Now this message will be holding the information something like hello world of Vue.js. Okay, this is my data. Now you can see this is a very simple JavaScript code, guys. Okay, what we are doing, we are just creating a variable, and this is basically an object. Which particular object? It is a Vue object, and inside the Vue object we are setting some data. So here we are specifying the element. EL is used for specifying the element, and data, like which particular data I want to show. Now how exactly you will be showing this particular data? See, it's very simple. You will take this particular key, here you go, and you want to show this particular data inside this root. Okay, so here you can use this particular syntax. This is a templating syntax, and here this message I will be displaying. So if I go back over here and refresh it, you can see this hello world Vue.js is available over here. Now guys, the important thing over here is this particular slide. See this slide. So here, as you can see in my hello world application, this structure is called a DOM, document object model, and this is called the data. Now this data is available with the help of this templating syntax. So you can see here this message is available over here. Now here I just want you guys to note this particular thing. Now everything is reactive. What do we mean by this particular thing, that everything is reactive? So let us understand this thing. Now when I'm saying that I have a JavaScript which is available, so I can go on this console and let me do this thing. I have app as an object. Now in the app I have a message as a property. Now this message property I want to change. So see, if I'm making a change in my data, this particular view will be reflected because it is bound with the data itself. Okay, so see, new hello world statement. Okay, this is a new hello world statement. Now you just focus over here, what will happen? So if I just hit enter, you can see guys, my view and my data is connected, and that is what I was trying to explain you. This is called the reactive property. Okay, so when you are making changes into your model, it is reacting on the DOM itself. So I hope this basic setup, this basic understanding is clear to you guys. Now from my next session onward, I will be taking one use case, that is a to-do app, and from there we will be exploring a lot of features. So thank you very much. We will be meeting into the next session.